Doesn't look good. Yeah, this is the problem. This is one of the most challenging deliveries I've done. I want to build a house here. People in here are so nice. The suspension load, I can tell that I'm pretty close to the legal limit. That load got cancelled. I am at the first drop-off location and it is very tight here. I need to turn around in order to get unloaded. Yeah, it is doable, but still not an easy job. There's snow, hills, crazy. Doesn't look good. Oh, there's a tree. I'm hitting a tree. Shit. My transmission is using air to shift gears. Also, it's used for the air brakes. When I'm shifting a lot, especially between drive and reverse, I lose too much, and then I have to wait until compressor pumps the pressure up again. Like, it takes me so long. I tried to drive up there, but this forklift has been driving up there as well, and he was going too slow. Then I had to brake. I didn't want to stop completely, but transmission couldn't shift to the lower gear because it already lost too much air. What's supposed to be an easy task to unload in places like this, it just can take forever, and so much stress and anxiety, it's crazy. It is very pretty. I will probably remember this story for a long time, but man, this is complicated. It's very hard to open and close a trailer on an uneven surface. And there's a piece of metal that's shifted and it's blocking my curtain now. I'm gonna try to show you now what's blocking my curtain. Yeah, this is the problem. I should be able to move it a little bit, I think. That's better. This metal is used to build a garage for one customer here at this address. And for the next address, my forklift driver isn't quite sure because it's for another company, but probably for the garage or barn. They can build like a horse stables, like indoor horse stables, 40,000 square feet, like basically any size. They can even build a house with the metal nowadays. They can build pretty much anything. It's quite interesting how they fabricate metal, and they just use screws, probably. I don't know. If you guys know how exactly it's done, let me know. This is one of the most challenging deliveries I've done. The road here wasn't easy. It was pretty dangerous. But like, this location is just crazy. Right, while I'm waiting to get unloaded completely, I'm gonna show you what's going on with my trailer and truck. I'm pretty sure this wasn't here. Yeah, extra weight I'm carrying. So dirty. So while I was trying to turn around, I hit a tree and I messed up this mud flap. Yeah, it broke over there. I'm gonna try to unscrew it and to save it. Maybe it can be reused, but I don't know if it's gonna be a good idea because it's broken here. Hopefully I'm not gonna get charged for this, but maybe I will. I will let you know if my company decides to charge me for this repair. Yeah, this truck and trailer is gonna have to be washed for sure. diesel tank. Oh my gosh, so bad. So the problem I'm having is it spins when I'm trying to undo this bolt. The screw spins with it as well, and I don't have any tools in my truck because yeah, I'm a professional truck driver. I just have my Leatherman multi-tool, which helps me a bit, but I need to figure out how to make this stop moving so I can unscrew it and to save this mud flap, hopefully. Success! I found these pliers. Hopefully it's gonna help me to unscrew that bolt. This rusty tool was in my truck. It was left by the previous driver, probably. Right, second attempt. This is how it looks like with missing mud flap. I hope to fix it soon. Finally took off that mud flap. It was pretty hard to take grip on it with my pliers. So unloading is in process. We have two helpers, forklift driver and me. I can feel my feet because I'm wearing sneakers. I have 2 pairs of boots in my truck, but I didn't expect to be outside for so long. But now finally I can go inside and have some lunch. To get warm and just be waiting until they're done. It's probably gonna take a while because every time they unload something they go all the way up. Guys, I've made it to the second drop and just take a look at this landscape. I want to build a house here, like to find a lot, to work as hard as I need to be able to build a home. Just look at this beauty, this is insane. So many mountain ridges, one after another. It's like it's better than I've seen Switzerland on pictures. Like there's a ski resort, like so much space. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Guys, let me know in the comments if you would like to be my future neighbor. If this kind of lifestyle is for you, if you don't mind being away from a big city, just in the nature where it is peaceful, quiet and very pretty. Good morning everyone from Antonita, Colorado. Today is, I don't even remember what day, but it is definitely time to go home. So we're gonna be picking up a load of lava rock from here, and we're gonna be delivering it to the state of Michigan. I think Grayling, Michigan. It's a pretty long drive, like 26-hour drive, I think 1500 miles, something like that. We're gonna be driving past Chicago where I live, but I'm gonna finish a delivery and then I'm gonna try to find something going back through Chicago so I can spend home my at least Saturday evening, and then we'll see how it's gonna go. I'm in the southern part of the state of Colorado right now, and the weather here is chilly, but it's dry. In the northern Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming, even in western Kansas, there's been a road closures due to blizzard. So I'm gonna be driving through Colorado and Kansas using US highways, because if I take I-25 and then I-76 in Colorado, it's closed. Maybe it's gonna be open while I approach that place, but since it's been snowing there, it's not the best idea anyway. I'd rather drive on the dry roads here on the US highways. So let's go and pick up some lava rock. People in here are so nice. I just ordered a cheeseburger at this gas station, and they gave me complimentary Christmas cookies, homemade. So they cooked it at home to give away to strangers. This is such a Christmas spirit. By the way, Christmas is gonna be this weekend, so yeah, it's approaching. I'm in the deep countryside of Colorado, and I met another trucker from our company. Our company is pretty small, so no wonder our dispatch booked the same load for both of us. And my colleague has a regular flatbed, which means he's gonna probably have to tarp. They require tarping. It's not a fun stuff to tarp a load like this. A couple of weeks ago, I've been picking up lava rock in New Mexico, and that company has been quite larger in scale. This one seems more like a small family business. Right, I've just finished strapping my load. Now I'm ready to go. We're gonna be driving to Grayling, Michigan, which is 1500 miles. Broker pays for this load $3,000, which is $2 a mile. It's not a good rate, but at least it's something to get out from Colorado. I really like my trailer Conestoga because I don't need to waste any extra time for tarping when I need to tarp. I arrived here after my colleague Slava was here, and he is still tarping. It is freezing now, so it's kind of hard to tarp. Also, this is not the cleanest job. Like, even I get dirty with my Conestoga, but when you're tarping, it's like really challenging. Our boss pays extra $50 when we need to tarp a load, so basically I saved here like an hour and some effort. Didn't burn as many calories as he does, but I would rather be more lazy than make these $50 with tarping. So I really appreciate an opportunity to drive Conestoga trailer. So this Conestoga at dawn costs $20,000 to install on a regular flatbed. So this trailer is quite more expensive, but it saves me a lot of time. I have to drive for at least 10 hours today, and like 10 and a half hours tomorrow. I'm gonna have left like 3 hours on Saturday. So nice here in Colorado, just don't wanna go. Hey, so this is Slava, my colleague. How you doing?
Yeah, good, not bad.
How do you like your flatbed? Or would you like a Nestoga?
Yeah, I like it. It's a very hard job, very hard.
Yeah. All right, we gotta get going. Good morning everyone from Cameron, Missouri. I got here to the Love Truck stop to take a shower, to refuel, and the most important, to take my weight measurements at the kit scale, because they loaded me all the way, and just by the suspension load I can tell that I'm pretty close to the legal limit, at least on the drive axle. And oh boy, my weight on the trailer axle is 33,980 pounds. Maximum allowed weight limit is 34,000 pounds, so I'm like 20 pounds below. And the drive axle on the tractor is 33,300 and something, but that's with an empty fuel tank. I need to refuel now, and if I'm gonna fuel all the way, it's gonna add about 1,400 pounds, and my drive axle is gonna be about 34,800. So I'm not gonna fuel all the way. I'm gonna fuel until like 34,400, because my next way station is in 430 miles. I'm gonna burn some fuel until I get there. Yeah, actually I didn't spend the night at this truck stop. I stopped in Topeka, Kansas at the same service plaza where I stopped while I was going to Colorado, because that's a pretty good parking area. They have plenty of parking. Like, it was easy to find an available spot for me. So now I'm fresh, ready to roll. Gotta go refuel, and we have about 9 hours left of driving for today. I think we will get to the Michigan, and we'll have only a couple of hours left for tomorrow. And my dispatch already found a load of lumber for me from Michigan to Chicago, which I will hopefully pick up tomorrow as well, and then I'll be tomorrow evening at home. Let's go. Good morning from cold and snowy state of Michigan. I'm at the rest area now near the township of Cadillac. By the way, did you know there is a Cadillac that's not a car in the Michigan? Let me know in the comments. I'm 1 hour away from my delivery. I almost made it. Roads are a little icy, especially like on the back roads, and I'm gonna finish driving like on the US highway now. It's gonna be like some local state roads or even county roads, I'm not sure. But I'm almost here. Only 1 hour left to go, so it's time to move. But first I'm gonna show you some drone footage. I've made it to delivery. This is some sort of plywood manufacturing facility, and I guess they're building something more because they have a ton of these bags with lava rock. 2.5 days of work and it's delivered from Colorado to Michigan. I was supposed to pick up a load of lumber from Grayling, Michigan, where I am right now, and to go back to Chicago today, but unfortunately that load got cancelled. So my dispatch was able to find another load from me, but it's 2.5 hours away. I'm going to be driving from Grayling, Michigan to Newberry, which is an upper peninsula of Michigan. I've never been there. It's interesting to see, but roads are kinda snowy today. I would prefer to go straight home from here, but it's much better if I will pick something up. I don't have details about where we're gonna go and how much it's gonna pay, but I know for sure we're gonna be driving on I-75 from the mainland of Michigan to Upper Peninsula, and there's a scenic bridge that goes between Lake Huron and Lake Michigan. So it's quite interesting, and it's very close to the border with Canada as well. So yeah, let's go to Michigan Upper Peninsula. As far as I understand, this means that the train is coming, but it's been on for a long time and there's no train. And every local is passing me. Locals are giving me a look like, why am I standing here? And this is so risky. It's been literally like 5, maybe 10 minutes while I'm standing. I arrived to my pickup in Newberry, Michigan. Looks like I'm gonna be picking up some siding. This load goes to Chicago. The funny thing, this is the same time to drive either way. I could go through Upper Peninsula, Michigan, through Green Bay, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and this way I can get to Chicago. Or I can just go back across Mackinac Bridge, basically the same way I got here. If I go back through Mackinac Bridge and mainland Michigan, this route is gonna be longer, like 30 miles, but Google shows exactly the same time, like 2-minute difference. I think I'm gonna go through Upper Peninsula, Michigan, just because I never drove here before and I'm curious to see how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have lunch real quick and then I'm gonna drive for a couple of hours. I will have to stop for the night because I didn't have many hours left in my logbook, which means I'm gonna get home tomorrow, but at least we've got something to haul towards Chicago. looks like. This is all we got. 9 bundles of siding. Very easy. It's in the middle, like I didn't have to use too many straps because it's not spread out in my trailer. And looks like this load is not too heavy, so we need to start strapping it. Ready to go now. There's a park pulled up behind me. It has the regular flatbed. It's gonna probably spend like an hour talking this stuff. Right, I'm having an issue with sliding the rear axle. Doesn't want to get out because it is slippery and I need to spread them apart because the most of my weight is in the back. I'm gonna try to go a little more forward to see if they will spread apart. It doesn't help yet. All right, now it did work. Right guys, I'm back home in cold and snowy Chicago, which means that it's time to summarize my trip. So I completed a total of 6 deliveries during the past 13 days while I was gone. So from Chicago I went to Whitfield, Indiana, where I picked up a coil and I delivered it to Wausau, Wisconsin for $1,700. Then I picked up a load from Wausau, Wisconsin, and I delivered it to Grayling, Michigan for $1,400. Then we delivered the loads from Stanfield, Michigan to Lagoff, South Carolina for $2,400. And then from Columbia, South Carolina, we went to Grand Junction for $5,500. And then from Grand Junction, we went to West Cliff, Colorado. And this was probably the worst load because it paid only $1,000 and it took me 2 days. About this load, I'm still waiting to hear from broker because they're supposed to pay some sort of detention. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but I assume like if it's gonna be $100 or $200, I'm gonna be lucky because it's not that easy to get detention from brokers sometimes. And then after this load, I went to Antonito, Colorado, and I delivered the load of lava rock to Grayling, Michigan for $3,000. It was a pretty bad load as well because it's a low rate per mile. And then I went to Michigan, Upper Peninsula, and we picked up a load in Newberry, Michigan. And I haven't delivered that load yet, so I don't count it towards my gross. But my total gross for these 13 days was $15,000, which makes my salary $4,800 because I make 32% of gross. Again, I'm gonna add here on the screen how much detention I'm gonna get. Maybe it's gonna be a little more. But $4,800 in 13 days means that on average I was making $369 a day. Also, we can calculate rate per mile. I've driven 6,160 miles in 13 days, which makes my rate per mile 78 cents. This is what I was making while I was driving, including all the miles, empty and loaded, round trip. This is not the best I could get. Like, first week was pretty good rates, but once I got to Colorado, those loads became much cheaper. I'm hoping to do better in the future, but still, I'm glad I have even this opportunity. And the best thing is I can share my adventure with you guys so you can see how it really goes for a truck driver driving Conestoga in December of 2022. So I hope you like this video. I would like you to invite into my subscription. It is free. I will see you in the next video. Bye.